into a steep descent beneath our feet. We race the fracture, clear the fallen frame, and carry each other through the breach while columns split behind us. Nothing built above our heads decides who leaves standing under the terminal's final crushing shadow. Half the west wall peels away, exposing room suspended over empty space. A conveyor crashes through the level below and pulls attached upward after it. Move, strike, loose, aggregate, hands catch torn rails. When the landing rotates toward the shaft, the front crew anchors a cable and swings the last members across. Then the central truss snaps, burying the abandoned route. Below, beneath steel, plaster, and shattered masonry. No map survives this collapse. We read fresh cracks, shifting angles in the direction of falling dust. One voice counts the gaps between impacts. 12 bodies move on that count, leaving the broken interior before its final support surrender. Carry the line through the tilted chamber, let every rupture open another route. Instead of closing our slabs descend, girders twist and stair towers separate yet coordinated hands keep the formation moving until the last unstable gallery crashes into the void behind us. An open pavement receives us. Outside, the terminal settles into a jagged silhouette. Dust rolls across the avenue while our complete crew stands beyond the final broken span.
Not ready.
Corrupted before reaching dispatch. Transit records place, moving trains on dismantled tracks. Cameras show empty platforms while screens report packed cars. False timestamps override emergency calls. Route maps exchange station names between refreshers. Operators compare printed logs against digital feeds and find each clean display carrying another manufactured contradiction. In the archive room, duplicate identities confirm one another, turning the information network into a polished mechanism for systematic misrecognition. Noise enters every channel at once. Verified codes return altered witness. Reports arrive under borrowed names and stored footage changes sequence. The system speaks with confidence while none of its claims survive comparison against physical evidence from the root. Resistance decides who advances because counterfeit instructions can redirect anyone who accepts them without proof. We isolate poison feeds, compare material traces, and protect the verified line while forged records multiply. Loud repetition cannot make contaminated information become true. Inside a network built from deliberate and coordinated deception. Inside the records vault, a maintenance alert becomes a passenger count, then reappears as clearance for a closed tunnel. Printers eject, conflicting manifests across the floor. Teams disconnect external links and rebuild the event from tire marks, radio fragments, paper receipts, and unedited local storage. One discarded physical stamp finally breaks the false timeline, exposing the exact minute when copy files first began. Systematically rewriting every later report. A lie gains volume through repetition. Never strength we strip, copy that is altered sequences and fabricated names from the chain. Testing each surviving detail against something the infected stream cannot revise. Direct evidence gives the crew its route back. Hold the verified record against the flood. Thousands of messages can imitate certainty, but forged data collapses under disciplined comparison. We trace every alteration to its source, restore the broken sequence and leave counterfeit authority shouting in the disconnected screens without a single trusted channel remaining inside the contaminated information. Monitors keep printing contradictions in the empty office. One isolated terminal preserves the accurate sequence, untouched by the contaminated network surrounding it. Underworld it seems, store pressure pushes outward without sound. Fine dust trembles along buckle walls while gauges climb by single marks. Nobody moves a chair or touches the seal valve. Pipes pulled taut between brackets. One coupling gives a dry metallic tick and remains attached in the compressed chamber. Shorten breasts and rigid shoulders clearly reveal the crisis. Gathering behind the plate, already bending toward its final margins. Minutes narrow around the closed console. A needle reaches its last division and holds there. Sleeves brush steel, eyes fixed on stretching bolts. The smallest click now carries the threat of restrained force, releasing through every occupied passage at once. Color lights enforce the room, assigning red danger to every face, while accumulated pressure decides the real outcome. We enter the tight margin, brace the weakest line and open one controlled path before containment fails and turns silence into violent release. Throughout the completely sealed lower chamber below. Down the service ladder, heat gathers around a bank of locked regulators. Condensation beads on tube squeeze between the wall and heavy equipment. The crew moves sideways because the corridor barely clears the shoulders. Two hands take the bypass wheel and turn it carefully by measured fractions. The air strikes the chamber like a blade. Fittings jump hard against clamps, but the main gauge finally retreats from its limit. Stays quiet until the boundary breaks. We lower our breathing, distribute the load and weight beside the manual release, while tension concentrates inside hidden joints. Patience becomes physical work when one careless motion could rupture the entire enclosure. Ignore the warning colors and read the strained hardware itself. Every rigid bracket, trembling needle and valve seal shows where action matters. We give trap force one measured exit, holding the chamber intact until pressure falls beneath danger, and every stress connection steadily returns toward a safe operating margin. Bolts stop stretching around